back to Stories for Shabbos. This is an old, beautiful, famous story from the Gemara that has a very special connection to our family. It's a story about a very mean, bad Roman ruler, slip of the tongue, who banned and forbade learning Torah. He said that no Jews are allowed to learn or teach Torah, or they will be punished, killed. But there was one great rabbi whose name was Rabbi Akiva, who did not stop learning Torah, and he did not stop teaching Torah, even though he was risking his own life. So the Gemara in Brachos says there was a man whose name was Papos ben Yehuda. Anyone know someone named Papos? Well, this was a real live Papos ben Yehuda, who was walking on the street, Avi, and he saw Rabbi Akiva teaching Torah. And you know what he said to Rabbi Akiva? How are you teaching Torah? You're risking your life. If you're caught, you're going to get punished very, very badly. What are you doing? He was scared for him. He cared about him. He didn't want him to get hurt. So Rabbi Akiva said, I'll answer with a mashal. I'll tell you a parable. I'll tell you a story that will give you your answer. This is a story about a fish and a fox. I told you it had a special connection to our family. A fish and a fox. And the Gemara says that a fox was walking along the bank of the river, and he saw there were fish in the river, but the fish weren't just relaxing or hanging out. The fish were darting back and forth. You know when you see fish, it's going this direction, then it goes this direction, and it looked like it was a little nervous and running around. And the fox said to the fish, why are you guys running around? Why do you guys look so nervous? Why do you guys look so scared? And the fish said to him, we're always running in different directions because we're nervous that people are going to come with their nets to scoop us up. And we don't want to get caught in their net. So if we quickly go to one direction and quickly go to the other direction, it's more likely that we'll be able to avoid the nets. So you know what the fox said? I got an idea. Why don't you just come out to me? Just come out, jump out of the water, and come out on the sand with me. Then you'll be safe from the nets. Because they only put the nets in the water. If you come out to the sand, you can stay with me. What was the fox hoping would happen? That they would jump onto the sand, and then what would happen? He would eat them, because then they can't swim away. So the fish was smart, and the fish said, oh, are you the animal that they say is the trickiest and slyest and wisest of all the animals? Foxes are the wisest, I guess. Are you the one that's the trickiest of all the animals? We know what you're trying to do, David. Because the fish said, if we are scared when we're in the place where we live, that maybe someone's going to catch us, then how much worse would it be? How much more scary would it be to be in a place where we can't even live? We're not going to fall for your trick. Yeah, it might be a little bit dangerous in the water. Sometimes it might be a little bit scary. There might be mean fish and sharks and even people who put their nets into the water. But we'd much rather be here where we can live at least, where we have a chance in the place of life, rather than jumping out and giving up on everything. So Rabbi Akiva said the lesson is that yes, the Romans might be mean and bad, and they might be telling us, don't learn Torah, you'll be punished very badly. But if I stop learning Torah, then I'm like a fish jumping out of water. I'd rather at least learn Torah, that he quotes, Kihem Chayenu, that the Torah is our life. If I'm learning Torah, that's my life, at least I have a chance. Then in the place of life, I'll do my best to avoid the Romans, to avoid the nets, but I have to be in the place of life. Never would I give it up and jump away from the Torah. Then I would be like a fish out of water. And that's the story of Rabbi Akiva, the fish and the fox. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.